Just imagine this, guys. You could have graduated from university. You may have received your diploma, passed your exams, and put your textbooks away for good. However, history never graduated from you. Why? Because each headline you read, every fight you see, as you navigate through online news, you can see how nations flourish and collapse. Everything is history, and it is continually unfolding. Today, we look at why learning world history remains essential long after formal education ends, and how comprehending the past might be one of the most effective tools we have for navigating the present world. Welcome to Threshold History! Most individuals have encountered history as a topic, like dates to memorize, battles to remember, names to forget when the exam is completed. But history is more than just a chronicle of the past. It is an investigation of human behavior over time. Why? Because empires emerge not because they are powerful, but because they solve problems. They fail not because of a single enemy, but because they disregard warning signs. So whenever you study history thoroughly, patterns begin to emerge. Power focuses, corruption follows, inequality increases, resistance forms, and collapse becomes inevitable. These patterns occurred in ancient Mesopotamia. They also existed in Rome, they existed inside medieval kingdoms, they exist right now. So history teaches us to notice patterns before they repeat themselves. Formal education introduces us to history, but rarely explains its true meaning to us. Why? Because university courses are time-limited and centuries are compacted into weeks. So civilizations are reduced to bullet points. Most notably, academic history frequently asks, what happened? But lifetime history asks instead the following questions. Why did this happen? What did the people believe? How did fear, hope, ambition, and pride influence their decisions? The university teaches us the facts, but beyond universities, history impacts wisdom. It explains how clever civilizations make bad decisions and why they frequently feel they are so immune to failure. Nowadays, we live in the age of information overload. Opinions spread quicker than the truth. Narratives are weaponized. History provides us with safeguard against deception, or safeguards, I mean. It's not just one safeguard, okay? But to those who know history can identify the following. For example, propaganda masquerading as patriotism, fear that is being utilized as a political tactic, and scapegoating amid crises or world health crisis like COVID-19, for example. So these aren't novel techniques. They are ancient by any means necessary. From Roman emperors to current dictators, the procedures are pretty much the same. However, only the technology varies from one part of history to another. So, history improves critical thinking because it teaches skepticism without cynicism. It teaches us to be skeptical without making us so cynical. And it tells us that no era is as unique as it thinks it is. Democracy does not fail overnight. They degrade slowly but surely. History teaches us how institutions disintegrate when trust disappears, laws lose strength when leaders disregard them as false. Last but not the least, Freedom disappears when comfort takes precedence over duty. So therefore, by researching about the past, we may understand what protects and destroys society. Because every leader who thought that they were unique in their personalities in history was later proven to be false, sometimes illegitimate. History teaches us humility, how we can stay humble in times of desperate measures. It serves as a reminder to leaders that power comes and goes, but accountability does not go anywhere. History isn't only about the global nations that we know so much about when we look at the world map. It's about human beings like us. I mean, we are all human beings after all. It explains, why do civilizations think differently? Why do boundaries stay contested even though some of them are not? And why do scars from centuries past still greatly affect present relationships up until now? So therefore, understanding history does not justify injustice. Rather, it helps to comprehend its complexities. So when we study history, adversaries become human, conflicts become stories, and slogans make room for comprehension. Just like the famous 1984 slogan by George Orwell, which states that war is peace, freedom is slavery, and ignorance is strength. So history shows us that identity is multifaceted, dynamic, and linked altogether. Reading more history books does not require you to memorize about all of the past significant events of the world. You've come here to study history because it is your choice to study history. You sit next to philosophers who are questioning about their existence and the existence of all living beings. Like us, you stand amid troops, unsure of your chances of survival. Just like World War II, you see regular individuals managing extraordinary circumstances. So, in short, history increases our empathy, how we feel about what these people are going through before we were even born into this world. It expands our understanding of time because we only have limited time in this world. And it situates our individual challenges inside a much wider human narrative. So, there are only a few situations that demonstrate more plainly that we are not alone in our history. So, we have other historical figures who have greatly influenced our lives. In conclusion, history is not always confined to the past. We don't just forget about history entirely. No, no, no. Rather, it belongs to those who want to grasp it, to learn it, to comprehend everything that has happened before our time. You don't just study history to live backwards, even though a time machine never even existed. I don't even know anyone who has ever invented a time machine before. But anyways, you study it so that the past does not determine your future. So, if you're still studying history, even during university or after university, you are not left behind. It is never too late to start learning history all over again. You are mentally, physically, and spiritually prepared for anything that you might need to study about. History is such a broad subject. There's so much to learn about history than what you are studying in universities. So history never stops teaching our past mistakes. And mankind keeps repeating lessons it refuses to learn. Remember, you don't just study from university, because in reality, graduating from university is only the beginning of being a student. So you will always stay as a student for the rest of your life. This is Threshold History, in which the past explains the present. And prepares us for what will happen ahead. That will be all for this video, guys. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as always so that I will keep on working harder to provide more world historical content to all of you. And if you have learned so much from this video, then I do hope that you will continue to study even more historical lessons that you haven't even known about yet, even as you are now working right now. It's okay because I don't even know a lot about history. Again, I am not a historian, okay? I'm not an expert. I don't know everything there is to learn about history. It is perfectly normal for all of us to be ignorant of something that we don't know much about. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.